Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, our distinguished guests. I have the honor to welcome you all this evening. This year marks the 124 years of the Philippine independence and also the 4th year of the Philippine Heritage Month in Canada. We are so delighted to host MUSICA, an evening of Kundiman and Philippine art, musics, and songs. And supporting also our young singers and performers and musicians. The proceeds of this event will go toward the improvement of our multi-purpose room. And as they say, music is a universal language. It transcends into our inner emotions, ideals, and dreams. And the celebration of this music is an expression of love, hope, and freedom. And celebration is fitting for the celebration of our Philippine heritage, arts, and music. And I would like to thank every one of you here this evening for supporting this endeavor. And also, I would like to thank our organizer in organizing this event for us this evening, my fellow board of director, Mr. Dante Aviso, and the PCCM committee members for program and fundraising. And of course, I want to thank our performers, our production crew, our volunteers, and our sponsors. And for all of you, for your presence here this evening, I would like to express my sincere gratitude. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. And again, I would like to welcome you all. Good evening. Have some relax and enjoy the evening. And of course, happy independence and mabuhay po kayong lahat. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President, for the encouraging remark. Good evening to everyone. We invite you to join us in a musical travelogue that will take us back a century ago as we relive the golden age of the Philippine art song. Tonight, we celebrate Kundiman. Tonight, the stage belongs to the Kundiman. Before we start, I would like to thank the Board of Directors of PCCM, our following sponsors: Gold sponsor Jennifer Newton Massage Therapy and Tess Newton, Silver sponsor Vicar Automobile Group, Duque Immigration, our Bronze sponsors Rider Insurance, Sun Life Miss Milagros Tamayo, Vivian Santos, City Councilor, Lola's Family Day Home, Rick and Nympha Ribard, Royal Bank of Canada, Chris and Angeli Lemosinero, Diseño Graphics, Counter Space, our donors, City Councilor Cindy Gilroy, and our flower sponsor, Flor de Fusilero by Ira Villanueva. Our media partners, Filipino Express, Filipino Journal, CKJS 92.7, Alex Canlapan, ACC Events, RSBK Studios, and of course to all our volunteers who made this evening possible. Thank you, maraming salamat. But before we embark on our musical journey, here's a medley of Filipino tunes arranged by Nick Pases, a Filipino born based in Florida, and he let us use the musical score with a special permission to perform his work tonight. The song you will hear were selected from both the traditional and the contemporary repertoires that comprise the rich heritage of Philippine music. For our opening number tonight, please welcome Paulo Camos on violin and Ket Russell Panganiban on piano. Thank you, Jet and Paolo, for that wonderful performance. It is my pleasure to introduce to you my co-MC. She is the reigning Miss Manitoba World 2022 and will represent Manitoba in Toronto for the Miss Canada World pageant. She is currently a teacher and she hopes to be able to spread her advocacy about promoting mental health wellness and shedding light on inner city schooling and programming. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Denise Samaniego.
Thank you, Dante. Our next speaker is an award-winning filmmaker, singer, and journalist. She's the host of CBC's miniseries Being Asian, Competing Truths. You can see her latest work as a reporter on CBC News. Ladies and gentlemen, Joanne Roberts.
Since the early 19th century, in the Philippines, a type of love song known as the Kundiman was sung. The term Kundiman comes from the Tagalog phrase, kung hindi naman, meaning if it were not so. These were not operatic in styles, these were songs that the common folk could sing. It's based on the kumintang, an indigenous pre-colonial style of song and pantomime that originated in the Tagalog region. At the turn of the 20th century, the Kundiman developed from a folk song into an art song. Leading the development of this musical form was the composer Francisco Santiago, who is now called the father of Kundiman art song. Another significant composer of Kundiman was Nicanor Abelardo. His songs, together with those of Santiago's, became models for other Filipino composers, such as Santiago Suarez, Constancio de Guzman, Miguel Velarde Jr., and Lucio San Pedro in the decades following Santiago and Abelardo's work. We'll now hear three iconic selections from the modern Kundiman. Minamahal Kita, a song of courtship and undying love. Sa Ugway ng Duyan, a lullaby written aboard a ship by the composer on his way back to the Philippines from the United States. And Kata Kata Ka, a playful melody about two friends who started to joke around until one of them fell in love with the other. Interpreting these songs for us tonight are Dr. Tricia Magsino Barnabe. She's a dentist, a musical theater stage actor, and entertainer. Dr. Tricia is also producing, directing, and performing in a musical that she has written called New Beginnings in a New World. We also have Javel Balani, a jazz singer and 2020 World Championship of Performing Arts gold and silver medalist. She'll represent Canada at the World Championship of Performing Arts again this summer in Anaheim, California, later this year. And Emmanuel Concepcion, finalist for Pinoy Popstar 2022, original cast of MUSICA back in 2019, and recent graduate of Accounting and Payroll Administration. Our soloists are assisted on the piano by Mr. Jet Russell Panganiban.
Kung aking wariin sinta ay naghihintay, pagtapatan ka. Kung nais malaman sinta, bakit ang ikang minamahal? Ikaw lang ang aking at siyang dahilan ng aking kaligayahan. Minamahal kita, pagsinta ay di mag-iiba. Hindi mo ba nadarama, sinta? Bawat kilos ko'y pangarap ka. Minamahal kita, at nasa iyo ang tanging pag-asa. Asahan mong dalangin ko tuwing na minamahal bang nadarama, sinta? Bawat kilos ko'y pangarap ka. Minamahal, minamahal kita. At nasa iyo ang tanging pag-asa. Asahan mong dalangin ko tuwing na minamahal, minamahal kita. Sana'y di magmaliw ang dating kong araw, nang munti pang bata sa piling ni nanay. Nais kong maulit ang awit ni nang mahal, awit ng pag-ibig, habang ako'y nasa duyan. Nang munti pang bata sa piling ni nanay, nais kong maulit ang awit ni nang mahal, awit ng pag-ibig, habang ako'y nasa duyan. Sa aking pagtulog na labis ang himping, ang bantay ko'y tala, ang tanod ko'y bituin. Sa piling ni nanay, langit ang buhay. Puso kong may dusay, sabik sa ugoy ng duyan. Sana'y di magmaliw ang dati kong araw, nang munti pang bata sa piling ni nanay. Nais kong inang. Katak-katakang mahibang ang katulad ko sa'yo. Biru-biru ang simula, ang wakas pala ay ano. Ayaw-ayaw na ako, ngunit yan ay di totoo. Dahil sa iyong puso kong ito'y binihag mo. Alaala ka, maging gabi araw. Alipinin mo'y walang kailangan. Marinig ko lang sa labi mo hirang na ako'y ibigin lagi habang buhay. Alaala ka, maging gabi't araw. Alipinin mo'y walang kailangan. Marinig ko lang sa labi mo hirang na ako'y ibigin lagi habang buhay.
Hi. Okay, hello. Thank you to our performers. Filipino music is reflective of country's history as a melting pot of different cultures. Given the cross-fertilization of Spanish and Filipino cultures in the 19th century, Kundiman art songs were typically a blend of melodic material from folk songs and European music traditions. The result is a song characterized by smooth, flowing lines and beautiful melodies. The piano accompaniments are typically full in texture, sometimes containing counter melodies, sometimes merely harmonizing with a vocal line in thirds and sixths. It is also interesting to note that the pioneering composers of the Kundiman were trained in the West and were very successful in integrating the operatic aria and the Italian folk music style into the Kundiman. We now bring you several songs from these genres that influenced the creation of the Philippine Kundiman. For this next set, we are pleased to present a stellar gathering of Winnipeg's emerging and established vocal artists. Ronald Mervyn Season started in musical theater at Repertory Philippines and gradually transitioned to a classical voice over the years. Hazel Wallace is a classical voice major at the University of Manitoba. She is super excited to perform in her first ever MUSICA, and Glenn Nakila, grand prize winner of the first Harana Manitoba Kundiman and Philippine Art Song Singing Competition. Jet Russell Panganiban will be the pianist collaborating with our singers.
Il mio nome non sai, dimmi il mio nome, dimmi il mio nome, prima dell'alba e all'alba. Morirò ed il mio bacio scioglierà il silenzio che ti fa mia. Di lei guardate tramontate stelle, tramontate stelle, all'alba vincerò, vincerò, vincerò.
Oh mio bambino caro, mi piace bello, bello, andare in Porta Rossa a comprar l'anello. Sì, sì, ci voglio andare. E se l'amas, se d'orno andrai su Ponte Vecchio, ma per buttar menarno mi strai mi tormento, vorrai morir. Bobo Pita, Bobo Pita,
La donna mobile, qua piuma al vento, muta l'accento e di pensiero, sempre un mobile, leggiadro il viso, incanto in viso e menzognero. La donna mobile, qua piuma al vento, muta l'accento e di pensier, e di pensier, e di pensier. pensier. È sempre misero chi a lei s'affida, chi lei confida, mal cauto e cuore, ormai non sentesi felice appena, chi su quel seno non liba amore. La donna è mappi, qua più ma vento, muta da cento, e di pensier, e di pensier, e di pensier.
So you noticed. Thank you to Denise for letting me wear this crown because this is the closest I will ever feel to winning a beauty pageant. No, it doesn't fit. It's a little heavier than you would expect. Good evening, everyone. I regret this a little bit. Good evening, everyone. For those of you who weren't here for the first half of our program, my name is Joanne Roberts. I am a filmmaker and reporter here in Winnipeg, and I want to say magandang gabi, mga kababayan. Welcome to the second half of our program. That was a cavatina, and it was an excellent rendition. Abelardo's Cavatina by Jet and Paolo. Thank you so much. We are so proud of these young and accomplished musicians. Paolo, who is not you, Paolo, has been playing violin since 2008 and just finished his first year of a bachelor's degree at the Desautel Faculty of Music here at the University of Manitoba. He was the assistant concertmaster at the U of M Symphony Orchestra, a finalist for 2 university competitions and 1 international competition. Jet is an aspiring concert pianist. He is the owner of Jet's Piano Lesson. He obtained his diploma in creative and performing musical arts from the University of Philippines before moving to Canada. And he completed his post-baccalaureate program at the University of Manitoba, majoring in piano performance. Let's give another round of applause to Paolo and Jet. Paolo, this applause is for you. Back to our program, hopefully. Just going to hold this. Kundiman is the classic form of Filipino love song. Santiago regarded it as something that expresses the lofty sentiment of love and even heroism in a melancholy mood. But what exactly is Kundiman? Oh, people are taking pictures. This is so embarrassing. In musical terms, Kundiman is in 3/4 time. It starts in a minor key and then switches to a major key in the middle. This is so important. If you stray from this formula, you no longer have a Kundiman. The Kundiman lyric is also distinctly characterized by its use of pure, unadulterated, and archaic Tagalog. They use words you will never hear in a daily conversation in Manila, words such as idampulay, meaning to offer or give, Tanglao, meaning luminous or luminosity. I see a camera in my face. Hey, send me that picture. Or pagkakupiling, referring to a night's sleep. The Kundiman may be the last refuge of ancient Tagalog language. Although the Kundiman is generally about love, the subject matter specifically revolves around its anguish and grief. Kundiman songs have a fatalistic woe is me streak to them. The singer is always heartbroken, very poor, with nothing to offer other than their undying love, willing to suffer and even die to prove their eternal love. Remember, the word Kundiman comes from kundi, kung hindi naman, meaning if not, or if not meant to be. Now, let us imagine 2 people in a village vying for the attention of one person. Their courtship will unfold through a handful of Kundiman songs that we have put together, which will also illustrate the characteristics of the Kundiman we have just mentioned. Will the story end with a happily ever after? Let's find out. Let's welcome back Glenn, Hazel, Ymma, and Melvin in Suyuan at Ligawan sa Nayon.
Natutulog ka man, iro kong matimtiman, tunghayan mo man lamang ang nagpapaalam, dahan-dahan mo tiyak. Buksan mo ang bintana, tanawin mo't kahabagan ang sa'yo'y nagmamahal. Kung sakali matsalat sa hiyama't pangarap, may isang sumpang wagas ang kita magpakailan pa
Bituing marikit sa gabi ang buhay, ang bawat kislap mo'y ligayang taglay. Yaring aking bayan, iyong panubayan, at kahit na sino ako'y bahaginan. Natarik sa puso ko iyong isang pag-ibig na pinakasasamba sa loob ang dibdib. Sa iyong luningning, lagi nasasabik, ikaw ang pagnarap, bituing marikit. Lapitan mo ako, halina, bituin, ating pag-isahin ang mga damdamin. Ang sabi kong diway, ang manguin sa patis ang iyong bagas na pag-iliw. Ang sabi kong diway, ang manguin sa patis ang iyong wagas na pag-iliw. Pamaypay ng Maynila na aking tangan-tangan, may ibig na sabihin ang damdamin nyaring buhay. Ang bawat mga kilos at hudyat ng pamaypay, may ibig na sabihin na dapat mong pag-aralan. Pag ito'y nakatabing sa tapat ng mukha ko, ang ibig na sabihin ay nahihiya ang puso ko. Ngunit pag namasdan mo, sulyap ko ay sa iyo. Ang ibig na sabihin, may pag-asa ang puso mo. Pag ito'y pinagaspas ng maray at matulin, ako ay nagagalit, wag mo sanang lapitan mo aking giliw. Pamaypay ng Maynila, kay sarap na gamitin ang maliwat panglunas sa mainit na damdamin. Bawat simoy ng hangin na dito ay nanggaling, ang hatid ay pag-ibig ng puso kong matampuhin. Pamaypay ng Maynila, kay sarap na gamitin, pangaliwat panglunas sa mainit na damdamin. Bawat simoy ng hangin na dito ay nanggaling, ang hatid ay pag-ibig ng puso kong matampuhin.
Nasaan ka, hero? Nasaan ka, hero? At tagling na para mang iyong pag-iliw. Di ba kasumpa mong ako'y mamahalin? Iyong itatangi mapaghanggang libing, subalit nasaan ang gayong pagtingin? Nasaan ka, hirog, at natitiis mong ako'y mangulila? At hanap-hanapin ikaw sa alaala. Nasaan ang sabi mong ako'y iyong ligaya? Ngayong nalulungkot ay di ka makita. Hirog ko'y tandaan, kung ako man ay iyong ngayo'y sinipayo, mga sumpat lambing pinaramong buo, ang lahat sa buhay ko ay hindi maglalahot, magsisilbing bakas sa nagdaandang pagsuyo. Tandaan mo, hirog ko'y tandaan, ang lahat sa buhay ko ay hindi maglalahot, magsisilbing bakas sa nagdaandang pagsuyo. Nasaan ka, hirog? Nasaan ka, hirog? Kahit san ka naroon, sa bayan man o nayon, ang lagi mong kasalubong ay ang maharot na kengkoy. Hayan siya gumugulong, ang maluwang na pantalon, at hayan parang ulol, hangang-hanggay umuugong. Nako, aroy, kengkoy, hoy! Hey! At tinooy inait na, kilos lakad ay nagiba, habang na ay kumakanta ng Ingles na walang letra.
May ukulele pa.
Hatiin mo, kamusta ka? At ang sagot, tingnan mo ba? Hey, Tagalog. Mi no habla. Ay nako, Kengkoy. At si Kengkoy ay popular sa lahat ng handaan. Ukulele, tangan-tangan, hangga mo'y inaawitan. Hayan siya, sumasayaw, katawa ay anong gaslaw. Sumasabog ang laway, walang tigil ang pag-ungal. Aroy, nako, Kengkoy, hoy! Hey! Pati nooy inahit na, kilos lakad ay nagiba, habang na ay kumakanta ng Ingles na walang letra.
May ukulele pa.
Batiin mo, kamusta ka? At ang sagot, tingnan mo ba? Hey, Tagalog. Hey, mi no habla. Ay nako,
Give one more round of applause for that. That was amazing. All right. If there is a single art form that captures the Filipino character, Kundiman would be it. For it is said that Filipinos' humble nature and willingness to be trampled on is the main reason we allowed years of colonization and oppression from Spain, America, and Japan. Unbeknownst to the colonialist, however, the Kundiman singer who was expressing undying love for his beloved was actually singing for love of country. Written in the Tagalog language, the Kundiman is subtly patriotic but typically disguised as love songs. Filipinos, in their long struggle against an oppressive Spanish regime, saw it as a tool that would be ultimately unite Filipino revolutionaries to wage war against Spaniards in 1896 during the Spanish-American War and against the American occupation after the Treaty of Paris in 1898.
bayang tulang. Dati akong paralungan sa kariyan ng pag-ibig. Ang pag-ibig ang mamatay, nagluri ang kaharian. Ang lakas ko'y ay nalipat sa puso't titig ang lahat. Kung nais ninyong ako'y mabuhay, pag-ibig ko'y iniyang ibigay. Dati akong paralungan sa kariyan ng pag-ibig. Ang pag-ibig ang mamatay, nagluri ang kaharian. Ang lakas ko'y ay nalipat sa puso't titig ang lahat. Kung nais ninyong ako'y mabuhay, pag-ibig ko'y iniyang ibigay. Kung nais ninyong ako'y mabuhay,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our tonight's performers, Ymma Guerrero Concepcion, Dr. Trisha Magsina Barnabe, Glenn Nakila, Ronald Mervin Sison, Javel Balani, Hazel Wallace, Jet Russell Panganiban, Paulo Camus, General Guevara, and our MCs, Joanne Roberts and Dante Aviso, who is also our director. My name is Denise Samaniego, your co-host. It's been a wonderful evening celebrating our Philippine heritage through music. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you for joining us tonight in celebrating Kundiman in celebration of Philippine Independence Day, which is tomorrow, June 12, and the month of June as Philippine Heritage Month across Canada. Maraming salamat po. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Mabuhay ang musikang Pilipino. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Thank you to all our sponsors, to our donors and volunteers, and of course to our performers. Thank you. So we would like to call all our donors, Mr. Bikar, and Ms. Tolba and Larry, to give the bouquet and flowers. Tess Newton, Mila Tamayo, please come up and give the flowers to our performers. And Tess Newton, Malaya Marcelino, MLA, please do the honor of giving the bouquet. Robert Willett, please come up the stage, give the bouquet to the performer, please. RBC Bank. Anyone from RBC? Bouquets for the girls. Yeah. Anybody? RBC Bank? Anyone from RBC? Sure. There's more bouquets for her. The stem is for the guy. You can give to me. Thank you. You can give to me. Give one to enjoy. Okay. There's. We'll have a picture taking. We'll have a group picture. Can we? Thank you. You can give to me. Give one to enjoy. We'll have a picture taking. We'll have a group picture there. So the VIP ticket holders will have a reception in the lobby, and there's also concessionaires. You can also join us for coffee, and there's water, courtesy of Kanjan Water. Madam President, can you please come up here, and Vice President and Kuya Fred De Villa come up, and Board of Directors. So thank you, Madam, and the hardworking President and the Board of Director and Vice President, Rods Lopez. Thank you for all the help. Thank you very much. All the media partners, the donors, please come up here. The sponsors. Thank you very much. Thank you to Ira for providing the flowers. Flor de Fusilera. Thank you, Jean, as the flag waver. We invite all the VIP ticket holder to come to the VIP reception in the lobby. We invite all the VIP ticket holder to come to the VIP reception. Invite all the